Hello, my name is David. I'm with USA Homeless Crisis, and I help the homeless people. And I want to come and ask you your homeless stories and see if you would like to tell us. So, how are you doing today?
I'm all right, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. So, what's your name?
My name is Marlon.
How you doing,
All
Marlon?
right, I'm great. Just out here and about.
Good. So, tell us, Marlon, how did you become homeless?
Okay, first of all, I was injured on my job, and while you're waiting on disability, anything like that, and you lose everything. You're waiting on the government for any type of assistance, and then you might have any type of problem. Like me, I'm dealing with pain, and then hospitals and everything, after insurance and everything expires and everything, you can't get it, so you have to try to self-medicate, and then while you're doing that, you're losing everything. Now your bill's overdue, your rent overdue, now you put you out, now you out here. That's my homelessness.
So, do you have any friends that you be with out while you're out there homeless?
I have a lot of friends that's out here that's homeless with me. All the friends that I had when I wasn't homeless, they're not really friends. They're just associates. While I was doing good, while I was able to help them, okay, they was my friends. But once I wasn't able to help them anymore, and I guess I became a burden to them, they left me alone. They don't even mess with me, they ain't talk to me, nothing. Don't accept calls, nothing. And that's family of life.
That's what I was going to ask you. So, what do your family think about you being homeless?
I'm a family. They don't think about me being homeless. I'm just thinking about just something else to talk about. You know, another bad seed and everything. You know.
Oh, so you don't get any help from your family?
No. After my mother passed, that was my backbone. My mother. She passed. Everything else passed. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us a little bit about that. You were while your mother was alive, you wasn't homeless?
Not really. If I chose not to go home, I didn't go home. But I wasn't really homeless. I always had a place to go. After she passed and everything else just went up.
I'm sorry to hear that. So, what would be the best way a person could help you out here while you're homeless?
Okay, best way to help me is help me with getting the assistance that I need, and just allow mental support, and not just financial, because I can't work because my back is screwed. I have sciatica and everything. I can't stand too long. Just help me get any of the fundings that I need from working, anything started and everything, and a place to have it delivered to, and all the proper identification I need, you know, because when you don't have none of that, you're screwed.
What would you like people to know about being homeless out here so they could kind of understand what it's like to be homeless?
Homeless is not what you want. You got some good people out here, but you got some evil people also. The good thing about being homeless, you learn to be more self-sufficient, able to solve problems that you might need to solve.
That's good. That's something a lot of people should learn. Do you have any ideas on how to solve the homeless problem? And the reason why I ask is because I like to get ideas from people who actually live in the homeless life on what do they think is some good ideas on how to help homeless people.
Okay, to help homeless people, just quit stereotyping us. Start giving. I'm not just saying just give. Just stop them saying hi. How you doing? Speaking to a person, that's a lot. Financial things is also as good, but just speaking to them, quit being scared, stereotype. Oh, just because you're homeless, you're not a bad person. Just because you do this, you're not a bad person. You're not out here hurting people or nothing like that. You're just out here trying to survive.
Is there any places out here that you feel welcome? Well, I'm asking, like, for instance, different stores or any place, do they ever offer any type of help if you may have to use the bathroom or might need something to eat in an emergency situation?
most stores,
Yes.
they gonna tell you they don't have no public restrooms. And if you ain't got no money, you're not gonna eat. You might have a few stores around here that you might frequent a lot that may give you something to eat, but you go owe them double. The next time you go in there, you got to pay.
That don't seem fair, you know. And what we like to do on USA Homeless Crisis, and I want everybody to subscribe to this channel, is to offer solutions on how to help homeless people and to do things to assist them. And I asked, what would you like to say to everybody out there watching, because it's getting ready to get cold, and I was wondering, how are you gonna sleep, and where do you plan on taking shelter during these cold parts of the month?
Okay. I haven't really figured that out. All I can say is that I have a lot of blankets. I have plastic. All I can do is wrap up and try to stay dry, try to stay warm. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. We'll try to survive. Maybe I have to go to a hospital or something. Go sit in the emergency room. But a lot of the hospitals, they even kick you out. Really no safe place. No place welcoming you anymore. They say you got these safe places you can go to, but hell, after so many people, you can't get in. So you're gonna be out here stuck anyway. A lot of them won't even offer you, give you no dry clothes, a jacket, nothing. So to help the homeless people, man, have enough to provide somewhere where in cold months and emergency situations that you're able to eat, get dry clothes, somewhere that even offers some type of employment so you can get some money.
That sounds like that would help out a lot. Where are you normally gonna be? Because the people that watch and subscribe to this channel, when they see a homeless person on here, they like to provide assistance. So I asked that you tell them what area you may be in case they see you, that they can actually offer you some help.
I'm in Fort Worth, on the south side of Fort Worth, off of Evans and Davis, Harvey, Baltimore, Powell, right here on Evans, in Fort Worth, Texas.
And I want everybody to remember that, and because these are our fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers that's out here, and we always want to treat others as we would like others to treat us. And when you do that, you cannot go wrong. We must have empathy for these people that's out here on the streets and is less fortunate than us. And you know, my friend, they have a new administration in office right now. And I always ask my homeless family, if you had to say something to the people in office, the President of the United States, on behalf of the homeless, what would you say?
Give us some type of assistance, something that would help us. Help us get out the streets, provide some type of housing for us. Quit putting us on all these waiting lists. You have to wait 2 and 3 years for a housing. So with doing that 2 or 3 years you're waiting, you're homeless, you're out here. Provide a way that we can get from out here in the cold or in the heat, extreme heat.
That would help out a lot, and we really appreciate that. And I want all of my listeners and subscribers to make sure you call your congressman and your city councilman and see what can be done to see if we can get an initiative on the desk of all the elected officials to try to end homelessness once and for all. That is our main goal on USA Homeless Crisis, is to get support from everyone nationwide to help homeless people. And I always ask my homeless people, do you need to make a phone call today to any one of your loved ones or to anybody? I'm available for that, and I'm gonna give you some assistance and some money and some water and whatever else I could offer to you. But if you need to make a phone call, let me know, my friend, before I leave here. And I really
call heaven. That's what I want to call. Call my mama. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is wonderful. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So tell us a little bit about, what's your name, my friend?
My name is Matt. 32 from Southside, Fort Worth, from off of Hillview, this area.
Oh, so how did you become homeless, my friend?
I had basically given up my living situation because I had stopped paying rent and my job had let me go because my radiator had bent inward, and after that I had lost because my insurance had dropped, and so I could no longer work for the place that I was working for.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, that's terrible.
Yes, sir.
So how could we be of assistance to you out here to help you in your homeless journey and to kind of help you in your homelessness?
I would say just look out and try to like put your best foot forward and trying to promote happy just to ensure like that you do your part to not kind of portray like a pessimistic mindset and just remain optimistic for the most part. Just to be optimistic.
So how long have you been homeless?
Going on like probably like 3 years, something like that.
And if you don't mind me asking, what did you do before you was homeless?
A lot of different jobs. I worked a little bit at Waffle House, a little bit at Toyota, and a lot of what's it called? Staff agencies and stuff like that, trying to make ends meet and shit.
Oh, so you used to work at staffing agencies and everything like that. So, and what actually, while you were doing all of that, what happened in your life to make you actually become homeless? And the only reason why I asked, and I'm not putting you on the spot, is because a lot of people want to know what event in a person's life made him become homeless. And my friend, you can answer some of these questions also, because people are curious about that, because this is a reality channel, and I always want my homeless family to tell the truth about homeless life. And the only way people can understand about living the homeless life is to hear it from people that's actually homeless. And they like to know at what time, what event actually caused your homelessness.
Physical injury, mental injury.
I've heard that a lot of time. Traumatic events in people's lives help trigger something that end up ultimately making them homeless. And that's why I was asking, Matt.
For me, it was personal injury and mistakes, making mistakes, driving without my insurance and wrecking my car, not taking safety precautions or whatever in life, I guess.
Basically a lot of bad decisions. And then decisions, it wasn't bad, just wasn't the right decision at the time.
So making wrong decisions is one of the contributing factors to homelessness.
Yes. Basically, just breathing sometimes with your employment and everything. You're not breathing right, not working right, not showing up on time, and not making the right decision to call in while you're out there trying to get your car started or something like that. It's a bad decision. You know you should go out and call in and tell them that you're going to be late or something. But no, we're steady trying to get this done. We're stuck trying to get this started. Now we're late for work, and it's not the first time being late, you know. And then you have people that's younger than we are coming in for employment and everything. So instead for them trying to give us a raise and make more money, they'd rather hire a younger person. They can pay them a lower wage.
That's not fair, and that I've heard that happens all over the place. That shouldn't happen in the United States. So Matt,
Yes, sir.
is there anything that you could do right now, like if a person came by and asked you what type of skills you have to help you get on your feet, what would you tell them you could do?
I would say time management, and I've learned how to manage my time as far as being able to make decisions to and then handling my business after instead of going and trying to implicate something that I don't need to do, instead of doing something with my time more positive to assist myself in life.
Okay.
For me, I'm actually a skilled worker.
Tell us a
I'm
little bit
licensed
about your
carpenter.
skill. You're
I'm a licensed carpenter. I can't lift or bend over too long anymore. Can't get down on my knees. Built houses for 25 years. Everything over with. And with the labor thing, how it's going right now, they rather go hire 20 Hispanic people than to keep this one other guy that's been doing the type of labor with the licenses and everything. You already got, you might have your masters in carpentry or your journeyman in carpentry. They go hire some more lower level people, and you can pay them lower wages than what you want to pay me. You know.
So you know just about all the ins and outs of doing that. You just right now, because of your disability, you can't physically do it.
Yes.
Okay, but still there's a management role for you. So all of the people that's out here listening that will need someone with your expertise, they would love to hire you for that, because that is very needed. You need people that know exactly how to do this. And I was gonna ask both of y'all, and I always ask my homeless family, that do you have any long-range goals and dreams that you have that will one day get you out of being homeless, or achieve something that you have planned?
Okay, my long-range goal is I want housing and able to be with my children and my grandchild. I'm 54 years old, and I want to be with my family. I want my child, but she lives out of state. Okay, she lives way in Florida, and I wish I could work again. I can't work, and I just want the assistance that should be, that's there for me. That, you know what I'm saying, you worked all your life, you got money you put back in your taxes and everything. When can you get your Social Security and everything? They say I'm too young to get my Social Security. If I did file for it, I only get like 10% of it until I'm 65. Get disability, that's not enough to pay your rent. Housing, any type of housing and everything, you got to wait 2 or 3 years for that. So what am I supposed to do? Just be homeless. Be homeless. There's nothing else to do. You're stuck. You're stuck right there in that middle part right there, you know?
That's why we need to get some help on the national level to help end this homeless crisis. And that is the major reason this channel is a reality channel on trying to get serious help to solve the homeless crisis. And I really appreciate talking to you and you telling us your homeless journey and the things that you've been going through. And anybody that's out there to see you, they will offer you some assistance. And thank you so much. And I notice we have other people out here in this area. So no, that's okay. I know this is a pretty busy area, and I want to still continue to talk to you. How you doing, my friend?
How you doing? Hey, Kelly. We're doing good. Just
tell us your name.
Right now, Caleb.
How you doing, Caleb?
Doing all right. It's a beautiful day to me. I love the clouds and the rain, so hopefully it rains. Maybe not too hard, so we don't get soaked tonight. So.
Okay. I want everybody to make sure y'all watch and subscribe to this channel. This is Caleb. Caleb is someone we've met before, and he has come all the way from Alaska. I remember you worked in Alaska.
Yeah, I'm from here, but I do seasonal work up there.
Yeah.
It's been about a year ago. I stopped December 1st, not this past year, but the year before. So it's been a year.
Okay. Well, tell us, Caleb, what's been going on in your life?
Just chilling and just living life, trying to do how I want to. That's why I like to be outside, because I can do whatever I want when I want. I'd rather work just for food and stuff instead of money, because I don't really like money.
Money causes problems.
So Caleb, I see you have a instrument on your shoulder.
That's a mandolin. Somebody stole my guitar that I had in Dallas. So I bought this for $20, and I just play it how I want to play. This one guy was like, "Oh, you don't even play it like a mandolin." I was like, "Well, I'm just playing like, I don't know." No, I think I was lame. I was like, "I've never played one before."
So Caleb, tell us. So you're homeless because you want to be homeless.
Yeah, I just don't have a house, because especially cops don't like to hear that. Oh, say you're homeless. Like, no, I'm houseless. I'm home free, and they don't stop being smart. And I'm like, dude, why don't you just quit being mean?
Okay, that's great, but
Well, I just I don't know, the freedom, but they want you to work in society, and I don't want to do that because I don't know. And plus, they steal my money. Take money out of my check. Why do I want that?
so you'd rather live like this than have people taking taxes and stuff out of your check.
Yeah, I'd just rather not live in society because I don't agree with it and I can't handle it. I have it makes me depressed. I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's just a lot of I don't know.
I look like a disaster. I am so sorry. I was cleaning.
It's still hard because it's trying to do that and work. They want you to do all this interviews and they do background checks and stuff, and that's not cool.
Okay.
But I like to work. Seasonal work's the best. But it's just hard to get jobs how I want to. So I'm just working my way to find somewhere where I can live the life I want to.
Okay.
Still a struggle all the time.
We could understand that. So is this y'all the place that you stay? Oh, excuse me, ma'am. How you doing?
Doing all right. Hi, everybody again. Sorry I look like a wreck. I was just cleaning.
Well, tell my
I was trying
listeners.
to look presentable.
Okay, well, tell my listeners your name and whatever else you would like to say to us.
Okay. Well, I'm Kelly Chancey. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you. This is my boyfriend, Caleb. I look like a mess because I was trying to fix our little house. We just got kicked out of the last spot we were at because most people don't like you staying. And, it's pretty much, you can get in trouble for staying, in the alleys or technically anywhere that's city property or, anywhere that just, is an open field or whatever. The last place we got kicked out of was over in the trees down there by Rosedale and the 7-Eleven. But they kicked us out because they said that they're tearing the trees down and we didn't make it in time, so they pretty much threw everything away.
Yeah, the biggest thing is why they do it too. That's for a lot of the. Some homeless people, they're disrespectful and leave trash everywhere. If you don't pick up your trash, they don't.
Yeah, that's a big thing they really hate is that people make a mess.
We pick up everything and then people go trash it out. Of course, they ain't gonna like us, but it's. Oh, sorry. You recycle.
They make a bigger mess of everything too when they come and taking all your stuff.
Yeah, they do. It's just. As it goes for a lot of people on the street, picking up trash is a great thing, or just having it where you are gonna contain everything, recycle and stuff. And then it usually works out better with the cost, but still sometimes they just don't like you. See here off Hewlin, we had this camp there, and a big tree. It was an old tree. They tore that down, and all the trees around it, horrible. And that place wasn't even that wasn't trashed out there. Maybe down the way, but not where we had it. That tree was huge. And I was just like, it's about Hewlin. There's a McDonald's. Let's see here, McDonald's, 7-Eleven, and the In-N-Out right around there. And there's they tore down a gigantic tree, so I do not like you, Fort Worth, for that. And I'll throw all of our stuff away, or mostly a lot of hers. My other stuff got stolen.
A lot of stuff, things, and mementos that you've had all your life, which can't be replaced.
Yeah, I don't like you, Fort Worth. They tore down trees because of us. That post spot was not dirty either.
So you would say the people don't treat the people that's homeless with any type of respect?
Oh no, especially the Shell gas station around here. They're very what's that word? They're discriminating to us.
A lot of them racist.
Yeah, they told us to leave this grass or whatever. So then I tried to go in and buy a drink, and he wouldn't let me buy a drink just because I was out here camping. And I don't even know if they own the property. I think it's the city.
What,
Well,
behind
we
the
shouldn't have been
Yeah,
really
like
camping
right
there
in
anyway
here.
because we were making a little house.
Oh, yeah, I know.
This right here's an alley.
But because of that, he wouldn't let me buy a drink.
No,
And
this right here's
sometimes
an alley.
he
This
only
is
let
an
me use
alley.
the bathroom, so I just walk in and don't even pay attention to him and go in. Hey, I was like, man, and then yeah. Don't make sense. And I'm very
Earlier
polite
this
too.
morning we were on this little patio thing where everyone's sitting right there. But then the pastor, he came by and said that we needed to move on to this side along this fence. He didn't care if we were in the alley, but he just wanted us to be over here and not on
Off
the
the
church
church
property.
And this
Because
is the church. Supposed to be the safe
if you
haven.
look around on this side, it's all trashed up. I haven't gotten a chance to clean it all yet.
Yeah, we're
but
gonna.
everybody's
We'll
been
pick
cleaning
it up.
this
You know,
side.
it always helps. You know, it's a church.
Yeah, so we've been making little
Safe haven
trash
church
bags,
puts you off the
and
property.
everybody's starting to pick it back to themselves, so that way we won't get in trouble for it.
We'll be a safe
Because
place.
also a lot of places, if you go like stay over by like somewhere that's abandoned, the people they get a fine. So that's why they don't like us staying there, because it can be anywhere from like a $2,000 fine to like I think it's like a $500,000 fine, something like that.
Wow, that's
So
a lot
they
of
get
money.
Yeah, they get in trouble for us staying there. Because technically it would be like them paying rent for us staying there.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm a
that's
friend.
why we try to stay out of the way.
Kelly, I want to ask you, how is it out here being a young lady homeless and the things you have to go through? I want you to tell my listeners, because we are always interested in what's going on and very much concerned about what goes on with the homeless people, and especially with the homeless ladies. And we want to know what's going on because we want to see whatever assistance we can provide, and I want people to know so they can understand the seriousness of being homeless.
Yeah. Well, last time I was really vague about it, and I didn't go into like the really worst and like pretty terrible sides of it. But because I'm a girl, a lot of guys will drive up to me and they'll like hand me $1 and ask if I'm a prostitute, or they try to get me to get in the car to prostitute with them. Sometimes they'll even drive up with their little privates out, and they're like either like messing with it, or they're just holding it out trying to show you it, and they give you the $1 to get you to talk to them. And then whenever you say no, they're like, okay, bye. I was gonna give you this much money or whatever, trying to convince you more into doing it, even though that they can tell that you don't want to.
Or they'll flat out just try to rape them, and like because they think they're homeless, they're gonna get away with it, and that's true shit.
Yes, I have
Since they gave you
have
something,
been
you owe them.
raped and
Yeah.
sexually assaulted both more times than I can count on both of my
Well,
hands.
we got weapons for
I
her.
have
Definitely, we
been,
try to keep them. Or,
have
but
been,
some guys
like,
take them away from her, so that's saying
taken
something right there.
And kind of
Sometimes
like
weapons to be more dangerous.
kind of a mixture of like held captive / hostage, I guess. They'll like
Oh my
they'll
gosh.
take you somewhere, and this guy
You
had
can
me like
avoid them.
hidden
It's
in
a
his
lot.
shed
Hey,
for a
it's
couple of
a
months.
lot better.
And then after like the first
When you
month, he
think
moved
about
me
how
into
to
the
avoid
house
it.
and told his mom and brother that I was his girlfriend, so they would not let me leave the house
Her going out at night.
or use the phone or
Sometimes
anything,
it's that
so
simple.
I could not get no help. Until one day everybody
That's
left the
10
house in the night,
minutes.
and I finally got away. And I went down the street to one of his friends' house that he would like come over all the time, and he let me use the phone and then drove me to where I needed to go.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I want all my listeners to understand what Kelly had just said to us. She was held captive for a long time and barely escaped with her life. And this is what goes on out here
Yeah.
to women that is homeless.
It's not just Fort Worth. This is
Especially-
everywhere.
Not just women.
Especially the
Yeah.
smaller girls too. But they do to males too. But most of the time they try to do females
Yeah.
because
They're
we're
easier.
a lot smaller and easier
More-
to move around, and it's easier to keep us quiet than it is a guy. And most of the ones that do it, they get people that are a little like me, and they don't got like too much muscle, and that don't weigh very much, because it's easier to throw you in the vehicle and like overpower you. They do it to the smaller guys too. And a lot of the guys too, they'll go through the little, they'll asking if they're prostitute things, because
Yeah,
there's a
they'll-
lot of gay guys that will do that to
Yeah,
other guys.
they'll try
too.
to feed you drugs, get you all messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do that? I was like, I told you guys, don't do that. Oh, blah blah blah. They try to force you to get you, give me drugs or whatever, alcohol. I'm like, nah, dude. I mean, it's 'cause I'm drinking. But they're
Yeah,
like,
they'll try to offer you
they
money
want to,
or
they might
drugs
even
or
spike your drink to
alcohol,
do that.
Whatever you,
So it's not just
whatever
women
you like
too.
to do. Or sometimes they'll even drug like a water bottle or something. Because I've been drugged before and sexually assaulted and raped.
But
And then the guy took me all the way to Pembroke when I was staying over on the, I think it's the west side, right? Yeah, because that's where Las Vegas Trail is.
Pembroke's more west. Yeah, it's west. It's the LA Trail. Yeah. That's Las Vegas Trail. But yeah, it's more common with women. That's just more prevalent. But hey, it still does happens to men. Especially when I was hitchhiking, man. There are a lot of people that pick me up and like, oh, blah, blah, like, do something for a ride. I was like, dude, I got a knife on you. Let me out right now. You know, it's just, hey.
Because it was one of my ex-boyfriend's friends. He told me that he would take me to get a pack of cigarettes, and when I wasn't looking, he had spiked my drink that I chugged before we left because I didn't want it to go to waste and get flat. So I chugged my drink before we left. And in the car, I didn't even notice that I fell asleep. And when I came to, we were all the way in Pembroke at a gas station. And every 20 minutes, he would park the car and say, oh, we're out of gas. I need to move us to the gas station so I can put gas in the car. And then we'll go back to the house. And it never happened. This was like, he went in on for 2 hours into it. And then whenever he finally actually did go into the gas station, he goes, don't go anywhere. Stay here. I'll be right back. And I went in hid with these two very sweet and very kind homeless gentlemen who had an underground bunker. So they hid me down there until daylight. And then they took me back to the gas station. And one of my other friends, he walked me all the way back home.
Oh my goodness.
And just so I want to clarify this, it's not the drugs that make people do this, it's the person. Like, you know, it is not, they already are bad in their mind. It is not that. So I don't know if people or society tries to blame drugs on it. It is not. That is not true at all. It's the person already. He's already had those intentions or whatever. He's already a bad person, or maybe he'll get better or whatever, but it is not that.
These people, go ahead, y'all.
I just wanted to clarify that, you know.
Well, I was one to ask, and I don't mean to interrupt anybody, so y'all all talk whenever you want to and tell us whatever you would like to say. But I was wondering, these people that's doing these crimes, perpetrating these, are these other homeless people, or are these actual people that's taking advantage of homeless people?
Both.
Most of
The
them,
majority of them are
most
people
of them
who are supposed to be.
It's
Majority is the people
You
that
can
aren't
take
homeless.
advantage of other homeless people and be homeless and still take advantage of homeless people.
but
there's
the
a lot of them
majority
that's not
of it
homeless,
is
just
like
take advantage.
just your normal,
They just sick in the head.
what everyone would consider your normal, average, everyday person.
Yeah, they try to like,
Most of them is a non-homeless
because they
people,
have
but
money and all
sometimes
this
there is the homeless
There are a lot of
people.
people out there that have a lot of money that they have so
They
much
think
money
they're
they
better than
get
us.
bored of what their life
Go
is,
play some
so
games.
they come out and act like they're homeless just to make extra money, just to sit, and then they go home in their Mercedes Benz.
no, they just want to take
I'm not just
her
saying like
because
that.
they
We're
have
talking
more
about-
money and
about
everything.
the
They think they're
people
better
that
than
take
me.
advantage
They
of,
think that's
like
what
the
she
homeless
wants
women
and
or
everything. They're like, oh, but
homeless
they
sex
like
something
don't
like
even
that
acknowledge me.
that
They
comes
think
out
I'm
and
like
do-
like
that
a
come do
oh,
horrible
I'm
things to
a
you.
mean person.
You know?
Oh, you don't deserve
They
her. And
already
blah blah
sick in the
blah.
head, you know?
And like he
They
won't even
already
like talk to me. He
pedophile,
thinks he's
rape,
completely better than me.
all
These
that.
men are very like
I will say the last person that did,
they're disgusting
Yeah.
actually. If that's how you have to get a woman,
That's
like yeah, that's disgusting.
Kelly, you said the last person to go ahead.
yeah, the last person that did stuff like that to me, he was stalking me and raping me and sexually assaulting me and trying to like kidnap me and take me to his brother's house where he sometimes stays. And it was another homeless guy who I've known of her for a while, and he would wait for Caleb to leave or one of our best friend family members who stays in our little house tent with us. He'd watch and wait for them to leave and for me to be by myself and no one else to be around either. And he would come and he would get me and try to coax me with, oh, I've got money, oh, I've got food at my brother too, and you can go take a shower and you can eat, or you can do this and that and whatever you want. If you want to go buy clothes, I'll take you to buy clothes or whatever. And the first time I ever went to his house, On the way, one of my best friends was trying to stop us, and he wouldn't let him talk to me. And I did not realize that it was because he was going to lock me in his house and try to take advantage of me. So when he left, once he locked the door and had me, I was inside, he went to go to the gas station, and I waited for him to be gone. So I went to go try the front door, and it was weird because I couldn't open it from the inside. Like, the handle was kind of messed up, and he had the lock where it was on the outside. So I couldn't unlock the door to get myself out, and I had to go into the bathroom and climb into the bathtub, climb out the bathroom window, over this giant mound hill of stuff in the backyard, and then hop over the fence and get away. And then he managed to run into me on the way of him coming back from the store, but I was walking with one of my taller and bigger male friends, so he didn't really mess with me. He just talked to me. He goes, "Why aren't you at the house? Did you leave the door unlocked?"
But then this
And
is
was
what
making
they'll
it
say.
seem like I was willingly going with him.
Yeah, they think they'll just say that, oh, she's like a prostitute, blame all this and drugs, and then people will believe all that. You know, and you know, then they just frown upon, oh yeah, she deserves that type of shit, man. You know,
Or she put herself in that
Or
situation.
she put herself in that. Like, no, like they can make up lies and get away with it like that. I mean,
People are naive. They believe what people. They don't go to. They don't go to
They're
school.
gonna use that against her.
that's
When they
not
just
right.
don't just say no, mean no.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not right anyway. You aren't supposed to like judge anybody.
Don't judge a book by its cover, man. I mean, people are.
It's like people make mistakes in their life.
So the police, what do they do about any of this? Do they ever come out and help y'all or offer assistance for any of
we
this?
don't,
Negative.
we don't,
Just
we don't
put you in
call the
jail.
police. We don't, I mean, they
That's
don't
there,
know.
put you in jail.
That's what they want to
Give
see.
you a ticket. Tell you
I don't like
you trespassing. You're supposed to camp
I
right here.
don't think that it's
Just
necessary.
ice cold outside. Put your phone on.
No, I fight my own
You have
battles.
it
I was like,
claimed already.
I don't need their help. I don't ever want their help. Because
I
you can go to people that call you. I've never called in the history of my life, and I will never.
have a top on it. It's
They might come and be against me, you know. They always are. Most of the time, I think I met maybe count on my hand, maybe down to earth talk, maybe.
Most of the time,
They are out
when
there
you
though.
go and talk
I can't
to the
say
police officers,
there's not
what they
good
do
ones.
is they get
protect and
one
serve, yeah,
person's
right.
side of the story first,
Maybe
and then they get the
maybe
other
used
person's
to
side of the
from-
story,
What's that?
and then they
Protect
try to
and
compare it.
You know,
And
like,
if you
after
want,
you have
they'll
a
do
car,
a
protect
rape
and
test
serve.
kit,
Not
but
at all.
a lot
They
of
took
times
it off
if there's no
hard, you know,
semen
they-
involved and they
you know,
didn't like
they
finish
take it
inside
off.
of you, or they just finished on, and they didn't finish on your clothes. A lot of times they do what they call a he said, she said, and they just dismiss the case. Because I've had that happen to me before.
Oh, really?
So I've just kind of stopped trying to ask the police for help.
So Kelly, how could the public, good Samaritans best help you? And what could best help protect you out here?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I could really use some pepper spray and a little pocket knife again, because somebody just recently stole mine. But I've noticed that a lot of times if you carry like a pepper spray dangling like around your neck or your back or on your hip or something, and that people can see it, or like a pocket knife or something, they're more likely to leave you alone.
Okay. Kelly, what is your long range goals to get out of being homeless? Do you have any plans for the future?
Yeah, we're trying to get what they call the housing for the homeless people, and they'll give you this apartment that's like when they call it prepaid for about I think it's anywhere from a year to 2 or 3 years. Sometimes they even do it for life, but I think those ones are mostly for like the disabled and the elderly. But we're looking into that, and we tried to look at some of the homeless shelters, but a lot of times they say that they're full because they're either actually full or they're almost full, or they don't want to take any new people at the time because there's a lot of different people staying there, and a lot of times they have to separate the men and the women, but there's some. Like, I think, what is it? The Salvation Army one will let families or couples be there. So then there's the mixture of them, and they have to, like, watch and make sure that nobody's stealing each other's stuff or doing something to each other to either harm them or, like, any, like, sexual thing. but we've been looking
Stand on
into
sidewalks
getting
too long.
either
Sidewalks.
housing and like a tent,
If you stand on
like
the
an
sidewalk
actual
too long,
tent while we're out
they'll
here
come harass
until we
you.
get the
Tell you you're
housing.
standing there too long,
Because
you're lying.
I love my little tent. I'm not gonna lie there. I'm fixing up again,
Oh, you lied
but
if you stop
the
on the
tarp
sidewalk.
kind of
Public.
when
On
it's
public
raining and
street.
stuff, it doesn't
Yeah,
really
public
help
street.
because you know it's got all the little bitty holes too,
Oh,
like
people say,
comes
"Get
in,
off my property."
and our whole bag got
And you're-
soaking
it's
wet,
not your
so I had to
property.
lay it out in the
It's your
sun
fault.
to
I'm
dry.
on side.
And let's see, what was
If
it?
you're on
We're
this
looking
side,
into
you're on
what they call
He
it.
hated on you with the law.
The food stamps
Oh, he's
card.
not
We're looking
like it.
into that
He's
too.
trying to get over it.
And we have been going in, taking this, they
Oh,
call
if
it
it's
kind of
rain.
like a food pantry where
And you see an awning
people like
somewhere.
leave stuff for homeless
abandoned
people and
building.
stuff.
Course
And
we'll stop on
you can
the
always
state.
swap something out. A lot of places do that.
But if
They even have this one
law
for kids
enforcement
now too. They got this little
they're gonna say,
it's like a
you
little
moved
mailbox
here, you
thing,
trespassing
and you
on
lift
your
up the
private
lid, and there's a
property.
bunch of little books in there for kids, and you can take one and put one back, and you can or you can always just leave
You're
some.
just trying to stay
Um,
there.
But that's what we've mostly been doing right now. I did talk to my parents a while ago about staying with them, but they've got a lot going on right now. So that's why I'm trying to look more into the housing. I even just remembered I just found the housing lady's card because I thought I had lost it or it got stolen. So that relieved me a lot.
Oh, well, great. You have a lot of plans on the future. So, is there any plans for you and Caleb to get married? I don't mean to put y'all on the spot, but we're out here and, and I know everybody is so happy that you have someone looking out for you out here. And Caleb's
Not just me.
There's a lot of people looking
You
out
got a lot of friends out here, and that's better. That's way better.
That's-
I mean, or maybe I get in trouble or something. Don't go.
You and Spencer are the biggest ones that are with me.
But we're taking one step at a time. So that's it.
with it getting cold, what is it that people leaving home could do for y'all while y'all are out here that they could remember to put in their car for you? Because I have some things that I want to get you, and I'd like to put a second super thanks to Francine.
Some gloves.
I like a nice pair of socks, like wool, merino wool. Like those are like the best socks to like having. Like they last so much longer than regular socks, and they keep your feet better. And like if you wash them right, they will last a long time. And even if they're extra, that pair of socks. Your feet
A
are
sweatshirt.
your feet
Usually
are the
what
main
we'll
priority.
need is like socks and gloves and
Beanie, a toboggan.
beanies, either jackets or a blanket. Sometimes we need sweatpants.
Okay.
Wet wipes are a great thing to put in
Oh,
there
yeah.
to
Wet
clean up,
wipes to clean our faces and
with our
stuff.
body a little bit.
Let's see. We normally always need snacks and whatnot. And like something to drink. Oh, and
Peanut butter is
hand
probably
sanitizer
one of the
and
great
hand
things. It like
warmers.
fills you up and it lasts a long time. Like it's a great snack. Peanut butter.
People have been really giving out a bunch of hand warmers and feet warmers, and those have been helping a lot.
Okay, that's great. And one of our good Samaritans named Francina donated a lot of those items. I'm gonna make sure y'all get some of those.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Francina.
Thank
We
you,
really
Mom.
appreciate it.
Oh, yes.
We'll definitely get a lot of good use out of it.
Yeah. So tell me, what else would y'all like everybody to know about the homeless people as we conclude? Because I want everybody to know what it's like to be homeless, and that's one of the things I try to tell everyone about this channel. It's reality, and I want people to look at homeless life through the eyes of homeless people that's actually living it, so they could get a real look at how it is to be
People
homeless.
think it's easy, like for panhandling to get money. People think that's so easy or what. It's like I would like to see you do it. It is very much harder.
It's hard. I can't
I'd like to see you
panhandle.
get out there and do that. Put
I
yourself in
can't
that
panhandle.
situation.
It's a lot harder than it looks. And I know that it looks just easy, but sometimes it's like a pride thing, or like sometimes you feel embarrassed to get out there with a sign and stuff, because a lot of people, they just drive past you and look at you like you're
They might
crazy.
flip you off till you
Or,
get a job.
yeah,
they might throw something at you too.
They can
you know.
throw something
Shoot
at
you with BB guns.
They'll shoot you BB guns. One
Paint
night I
guns.
got shoot with a paintball gun.
I've got
me
shot
and a
at with
group of
BB guns
friends.
before.
They'll throw
really
things
down the
at
side of
you,
the road.
say mean things to
Most
you,
of
tell
the
you
younger
to get a
generation.
job, call you a bum or a crackhead or something,
just-
even though you don't do any drugs.
Just because you're
This
young.
judge in San Francisco went around to the homeless people in San Francisco and bear maced them while they were sleeping. Oh, yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like in Stockton in Southern California, they would burn homeless people in their sleeping bags. Pretty crazy stuff.
Just because we're homeless don't mean we're bad.
They don't
people.
like it. I mean, we're.
You know what I'm saying? There's still good people out here. Just 'cause
It's
we're
illegal to be homeless,
And a
pretty
lot of
much.
people, when you ask them about a job or something, they either think that you're joking or you're lying and you're not actually looking for work. Or sometimes they'll just look at you kind of crazy and be like, oh, no, I'm sorry, I don't have any openings right now.
Even though they
And
gotta have one
sometimes
sign
they'll
on the
give
wall.
you a little bit of money, or sometimes they'll just be like, oh, no,
Yeah.
I can't right now. I need to go and just like run away from you. Or some people, when they hand you money at their window, they like crack the window like this and be like really scared to hand it to you like this. Or
Like you'll contaminate them if you
they'll
touch
like
it.
roll up the window on you sometimes. Or
Playing jokes.
a lot of times they wait to hand it to you before like when the light turns green. So that way they just have to roll the window down real fast to hand it to you, and then roll the window up and like speed off.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah.
And we're
a lot
better
Oh
of
yeah,
than
they'll
that.
do this, or they'll call you over. And they just count a lot of money in your face, and then they look at you, and then just like kind of leave.
Take off.
You think all these 20s? I was like, I just laugh. I laugh about it now. You know, I used to get
20
mad or whatever. Like I just talk right back to them. I don't let it hurt me at
Have a
all.
good
I
day.
just talk crap right back to them. Don't care. It's fun, honestly.
Oh, that is.
Like, 'cause I don't talk crap to people.
When they started up
If
with
they
me, I
want to be
will.
sarcastic and everything to me,
Other than
and
that, I'm
talk
very
crazy,
nice.
just let them be.
They might
Let
be.
them have a blessed day.
They might be in this position. You never know. They could be in this position.
Yeah, those
Then they're
life
gonna think
changes.
about me and what they said to me.
'Cause everything changes.
And I know.
And
One
then
day,
karma,
I mean,
karma come back
one
like
day
you
you
said
might be
before.
rich, and the next day you might be poor. You never know.
Karma is something.
Money can go.
Well,
like
that's
that.
what and I'm glad y'all are very open with me and let everybody take a look in the y'all life, being homeless and how you living, so everybody could understand what y'all are going through. And this is not a glamorous life. This is reality for people that's homeless. It's going to be cold, and this is how homeless people have to live. So we need people to step up and make some calls to people that could do something about this. You know, we know it would take money to solve this problem, and a lot of people with ideas. And we hope that people will call their congressmen and their senators, their city councilmen, and try to get it on the national level to get some serious help to solve this problem. We have the greatest country in the world, and I've noticed, I don't know if y'all heard that, we have people looking to contribute a lot of money to this country. Over 600 billion coming from one country saying that they're looking to invest in the United States. And that is a lot of money. And we could use some of that money to help solve the homeless crisis. And that's why,
That's $6 billion to another country.
Yeah, I
for the
mean,
war.
us, instead of like helping other countries, why don't we help our veterans and like homeless, hungry people here? Why don't we need to help them? We ain't even helped us
It's not
yet.
just the veterans. It's all the regular people. People
Anybody.
that
Just,
wasn't able
why don't
to
we
join
help
the
all of
military
us
or
before we go
anything
help
like
another country? Is all I have to say. I mean, no, they struggle too, but I was like, it's hard to help somebody if you don't help yourself first.
We're having
You know,
our own
say
war.
if I don't eat anything, it's gonna be hard for me to get out to go help somebody, you know, or you know, if you don't, I don't know, I don't really explain that, but
Can't
that
work
is true.
hungry.
Yeah,
well,
Can't
you gotta
work
help
cold.
yourself, but we can help others. That means something if you think about it.
and this is how you make America great, by helping the people here in America, our homeless people that needs the help. And I want everybody to take a look at how homeless people are living, and to take these images home with them and think about it at night when they going home, sleeping in their nice homes. This is how homeless people have to live, in a community outside with makeshift tents. And these are very proud people, you know, and I appreciate y'all talking to me. And I want y'all to come around here, and I'm gonna give y'all some water and some money to try to help you guys with y'all journey while y'all are homeless. I just wish there's more I could do. I have good listeners that do the same thing I do. They help homeless people whenever they can and wherever they can, y'all. So, and I want y'all to let my homeless people know where y'all gonna, my listeners know where y'all gonna be, what
Right here in
area.
Fort Worth,
Right here.
on Evans.
On Evans Street in Fort Worth.
Candy.
This is where my homeless people gonna be.
Near from
And I'm gonna give y'all some of this Niagara water, and I got some things that I'm gonna give y'all. Take all of that, and I'm gonna
Here.
And I got some things I'm going to give y'all. And I want everybody to continue to fight to end homelessness wherever it is. Caleb, I see you playing some music there, huh?
It's a mandolin, but I'm playing it like a bass right now.
Thank y'all so much.
It's fun.
And like this is that good Niagara water. It is the best water that you could drink. And everybody remember to continue to fight to end homelessness. Thank you.